All right, good morning, everybody. I am Michael T. Justice, and this is the middle of the night, and I'm the man in the middle. So I just want to talk about, sorry, fixing my papers. Just want to talk about something that has been on my mind a lot lately, and I think it's gonna be, a theme in me getting my life better, right? Is first off, I'm no expert, but I am assembling me a team of people to hold me accountable, and I'm hoping you'll be one of them. So subscribe and do that. Become part of the communication or part of the community, and we will together get better. I had an awesome conversation with a friend of mine today. I have said to you before, I love my wife, and she has been an inspiration to me and helping me so much. And let me tell you that a year ago today, a year ago today, I was actually in the hospital. It was a year ago, it was actually Halloween 2016 that I was, that my wife made me go to the hospital, or made me go to the doctor, because I had a headache, and I was like, I'll just go to sleep and I'll be all right. And she made me go to the hospital. I woke up and she hadn't gone to work, and she was still there, and she made me go to the hospital, or to the doctor. The doctor then made me go to the hospital because my blood pressure was extremely high. My blood sugar was extremely high. I had been diagnosed with diabetes a few years before, I don't know, 3-4 years, maybe even 5 years. It's hard to remember. But I just did not take it seriously at all. So, time went on. They gave me some medicine back in the beginning, 3 years, I don't know how long ago. They gave me some medicine. I hated the side effects of it. Hate them now even more. But did not like the side effects, and so I just kind of quit taking the medicine and said, screw it, and kept living my life. And the thing about something like diabetes and high blood pressure and all of these things is that they are there and you just don't see them. That's why they call them silent killers, right? But the thing is that please subscribe to your local newspaper. That's what I'm doing out here in the middle of the night. So anyway, I just wasn't taking it serious at all. And so, I just kept on living my life. And then one day, the Halloween of last year, I, like I said, had the headache, and my wife took me to the doctor's office. The doctor made me go to the hospital. It was all spiked. I was in the hospital for 4 days. It was probably the last time my kids went trick-or-treating, because this year they did not go. And I'll get to that in a second about the cycles. But the thing of it is that my kids were there. They came to that hospital, and it kind of blew me away because they were freaked out. Mike and Mike, all my kids' names are Mike. They saw me in that hospital, and just seeing the little one, he was I think 11 years old then, and just seeing him kind of register like, what's going on? Did he just, I'm not some big strong guy, but to him I think I was. I think, I don't know, he just, there was a fear in his eyes that I just never want to see again. And so I did make some changes. And again, as I have said before, my wife was so instrumental in that, because they told me some things. I guess there's been some changes in the way that they're treating diabetes now, because a lot of it is more in line with some of the people who were lamenting the way they were treating diabetes. So I think that is winning. Anyway, they told me to start cutting carbs and to do all this kind of stuff, and I kind of got this thing called MEGO. My eyes glaze over, MEGO. When the doctors start talking about this stuff, and they had like all these doctors coming in, and I was quietly getting overwhelmed. Like, don't know, I don't know if I can do all that, not eat this, not eat that, watch these, count those carbs, get this exercise, do that and these things. And I wasn't sure if I'd be able to do all of that. And my wife quietly listened and asked the questions that I was probably should have been asking. And you know, and I don't want to seem like I was all passive and she just took over for me, but she was very, very attentive and everything. And I think that's an important part to doing this. So if you have someone in your life that has one of these problems, and not just this one, it's everything, right? We ought to be together, and that's my whole point about this community that I'm hoping we build, right? That we will help each other in these things, because one of the things is I lost in this last year 50 or more pounds just by changing some of the things that I eat and drink and actually taking my medicines and getting some of the exercise and all of that, because my wife like comes to me with dinner now and she says like, here is a half cup of these potatoes that you can have, and here is how much of this you need. And she just kind of keeps me on track in that way, and I've really appreciated it. And the side benefit, the side effect is that she has lost a lot of weight, and she is really feeling a lot better about herself, and she's seeing some excitement there in her outlook on herself and everything. And so that's awesome, and I'm loving that. But here's what is really sparked me is I kept having people ask me, man, look at you, what's wrong? And then one friend of mine, I won't give her name right now because I don't have her permission yet, but she came to me and she said, look, I don't want to be, you know, are you sick? what's going on, you know? Because anyway, that's a reasonable question. You see somebody suddenly losing weight and you ask the question. I told her the whole story, and she was like really attentive and listening, and something happened, because I told her, and giving credit to other people, I think is another one of these things. It's a philosophy that I think I'm forming here, right? It's not I'm forming it, it's just there, right? But anyway, I was sharing about my wife, how she had helped me in this way, and how she put all of that together for me and helped me, and how her results were coming along. And my friend, who she is probably, I don't know, around the size of my wife or whatever, she had some of the same issues. And so she was like, wow, that's really cool. And she was like, I'm gonna try that. And this was like 6 or 7 months ago. And I've noticed a couple of times over the summer and everything, I've asked her, and she's been losing weight, and she's lost a lot of weight, and my wife has lost a lot of weight, and I've lost a lot of weight, and her family is getting in on this. And so I am just pumped and excited about the contagiousness of that. And so I want to spread that. And so if you subscribe, join in, and we'll talk about the things that we struggle with together, and we'll all get better. There's a lot of other things that I'm going to be doing. I'm just feeling pumped about getting all this together, so my videos will definitely improve. I'm still a man in the middle of the night. That's the actual night right there. Michael T. Justice out.